Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back with more iRacing. This time around we're here back with the IMSA Pilot Challenge. Obviously yesterday we did a video back in the IMSA normal series at Sebring. If you missed out on that video, I would definitely recommend going back and checking it out. But today though, yeah, we're back in the Pilot Challenge. Didn't have the best race in week one, but hopefully today, heading back, we can have a bit of a better one here today. We actually managed to put the McLaren on pole, ready for this one, by just shy of a tenth of a second over the Porsche on our outside. Obviously, this track very much going to be McLaren and Porsche's OP. I don't really think there's many BMWs at all in the field ready for this one. But obviously, if you guys do want to enjoy, make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well. We could almost make it to 2K in this one. If we were to walk away with the win, obviously as we are starting on pole position, we would be on about 1,995 iRating, so agonisingly close. But again, obviously it's a 30-minute race ahead of us. Mistakes can very easily be made nonetheless. But yeah, hopefully we can just keep it clean, keep it tidy. Obviously you guys, I'm sure, are well aware as just how difficult it is to overtake around Lime Rock Park. So racing it in these GT4 cars is going to be rather interesting as well. But yeah, getting ready then to go green here for the start of this race. Going to be about 35 laps ahead of us, it reckons. Obviously if we have to do with TCRs, that's going to be fun as well. We probably will have to at least once in this race, obviously just due to the nature of this short track. We're getting ready to go green then here in Lime Rock. We're going to go now. We're going to try and bolt it nice and early as we head back down to the start line. Here we go, green flag racing. We should be able to get down to the racing line. Like I said, obviously you really want to just try and get towards that first corner first, and that is a very big part of the battle done and dusted there as we head through the first couple of turns. I don't feel particularly confident still in the car, but the qualifying pace, yeah, I was genuinely completely shocked by the fact we were able to put it on pole. I thought people would sort of be in the mid to high 52s. We set a 52.9, we were the only person in the 52s at the end of qualifying there. But I mean, the top two of us were half a second clear of anyone else. So yeah, apparently the pace a whole lot better than I thought it would be.
Great start.
So let's just try and learn which curbs we can use, which ones we can't. I think P2's actually binned it as well, so that is reassuring for us. Who's our main threat on one lap pace as we round the final corner to complete lap 1. We're going to be 1.5 seconds clear at the front of your field then, so a very good start to this race as we just try and get the car back down in towards turn 1. Obviously you've got to be careful with everything on this thing, obviously getting up temperature and all of that normal stuff, but as well, just you can just feel it bounces over the bumps. It's not the best car over the bumps still, I don't think. Whether that's just due to a lack of practice and experience with it, or what, not 100% sure. But yeah, not the best car in the world over those lumpy, bumpy bits. We've got an iRating split of about 2.1 down to about 1.6, 1.7k, I think might be 1.5k. Actually, so quite a variation, actually, in the SOF for this one. I think we've got about a 1.8k SOF race. So, not too shabby as well. Obviously, if we were able to walk away with the win as we come towards the end of lap 2, we have pulled out another 10th or 2 over the guy behind, which again is exactly
that was 53.7. The guy behind has just done a 53.9
on the brakes. Can't quite lean on the ABS as much as you'd like to in some places, and obviously just got to be careful on the traction as well. There's, yeah, that was a 53.7, so not too bad for an early race lap. Obviously we've got a lot of fuel on board and things like that as well. I'm just intrigued to see. Yeah, like I said, should close it to the TCRs once in this race. But getting around them might be very difficult around here. Gained a lot of SR as well, I should mention, in that Sebring race a couple of days ago. I think we gained almost 1 SR from that one. I think it was like 0.8, like 0.87, I want to say. From that one, it was, yeah, really good. So you can see we're up to 2.8 on the old SR as well. So hopefully now we're getting into a bit of a groove as we head in through week 2's worth of racing this season. Still obviously got a few more races to go. Obviously VRS Porsche Cup and the F3 is the plan. And someone's actually gone quicker than me further down the order. Not too sure who that was. They can't have been much quicker. It was still a 53.6 apparently. But we are romping away at the front of the field, which again is exactly what we need to do at the start of this race. Still a half-hour race though, so quite a long one obviously around such a short track as well. You really will rack up the laps rather quickly, as that is still definitely one place where things can go very pear-shaped. final turn. Be another new PB.
That last lap was a 53.7. The guy behind has just done a 53.5.
Going a couple of tenths quicker.
Fastest lap for Palmer, 53.2.
So the guys behind are setting some decent laps then, so we do need to try and up the ante a bit. Want to keep hold of this advantage. Always nice to have a couple of seconds in the pocket, if you can. So again, Lime Rock Park, one of those tracks, again, so difficult to overtake, you've kind of got to be desperate to go for moves, as there was a small slip up by the guys behind. That was a better line through there.
You're now in the lead.
So we just get into a bit more of a groove. Hopefully we can find a little bit more time in the car around the final turn. There we go, that's going to be a much better lap. That should be down towards a 53.0.
Fastest lap.
There we go, 53.09. That's exactly what we needed. Yeah, I must admit, slowly I'm learning this car a bit more as well. Last week ended up, as you guys obviously watched that video, was very much ended up being a bit more of a test session other than anything else, unfortunately, just due to the mistakes we made early on. But we did learn a lot about the car. Just about how it handles over the bumps and everything like that. I thought that'd be a good line through there, but apparently not. But the fact you've got a little trip computer as well on this thing. And 10 miles so far.
Away from the guy behind. The gap's now 4.1. Your lap time was
a very short track, this one. Barely 2 miles. It's less than that even, I think. 1.6 miles, I want to say. Maybe 1.7. We'll find out at the end of this one. We were at about 10. I think we were at 10.2, 10.3 to cross the finish line. Slack the brakes there slightly. Fourth, try and get a little bit of extra rotation through. Definitely not the quickest line, but it was the line that worked for us then. Yeah, so about 1.5, 1.6 miles, I think.
53.3.
I think it is. I don't know. And I've always enjoyed Lime Rock Park as well on iRacing, and a wide variety of cars. I remember we used to do some IMSA racing around here, and that was always good fun. A bit stressful, trying to navigate the GT3s in a GTE car, because you're very much just trying to go for dive bombs in towards, obviously, normally in that series you run the chicane at the bottom of the hill there. So you're often trying to dive in, obviously without the ABS is a bit of a lottery at times. Still good fun. I remember I did a couple of really good races there, but I think one of them we span at the start, ended up behind all the GT3s, carved our way back through all of them, and then still ended up finishing 4th in GTE, just due to the nature of the race. Yeah, I feel like we are hopefully now starting to gel a bit more with the McLaren. Christ, gap's really opened up actually. See the TCR's at 20 seconds up the road. So it should be about another 10 laps or so before we close up. And obviously what times the slower guys are running. Yeah, we've really opened up the gap though. So Miko behind us. That is certainly chucked over the curbs. Does bounce around a lot, skates around underneath you. Deep on the brakes.
Your lap times are dropping off. Come on, stay focused.
She's telling me we need to get back on it. I think we can be sat sort of the mid to low 53s, that'll be okay. But this is sort of still keeping the gap at that level for the guys behind it. It shouldn't really matter too much. We don't obviously want to overstep the mark.
The gap to Lopez behind is now 6.6.
Yeah, we're hitting our marks still though.
Sector 2 is
We've only
0.2
got
off
like
the pace.
eight of us in
Keep doing
each,
what you're
well,
doing. This
8
is
in our
spot on.
split, might be 10 in
20 minutes remaining.
TCR.
Got 20 minutes left.
I think 1/3 of the way into this race then. Hasn't been the most action-packed so far, but we need to start walking away with more good results. I don't know why we're losing so much time through there.
Well, that was a 53.8. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 3 time is quick.
There you go, just catching our first glimpse of the TCRs up the road. Keep doing that, it's not helping. And obviously when we get to them, don't want to take too many big risks. I've got a fair bit of time in the back pocket. So the gap probably will come down for a couple of laps. Oh, there you go. I'm intrigued to see whether they're going to make it any easier for us or not. Because obviously in practice I was trying to get around a couple of them, and they obviously where they're not that much slower, they're pretty much even through the corners in a lot of places. It is very, very difficult to try and do anything.
Left side. Clear left.
Obviously you're so offline and these things have got so little grip that you really struggle to get it exactly where you want it still. We've navigated one, all okay. Hopefully we will obviously have... Oh. I was about to say we've done pretty well on the 1Xs again so far.
Lopez is getting closer. The gap's now 6.7 seconds.
Hector's over to P2, so I'll have to watch for his pace. But we're doing alright. Keeping it clean, keeping it tidy.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 time is okay. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
I don't want to believe we're losing 6/10 in 2 sectors. Bear in mind we've got the fastest lap, so... Unless we're gaining all that time through the middle. Who knows? Actually, yeah, brilliant little battle in practice with one of the TCRs. So we were trying to just work out what the grip levels were like in comparison. So just trying to get like round the outside and things like that. It was quite a good little battle, obviously having that car advantage, but trying to go for those sorts of moves. Did make it, yeah, very, very good fun. Yeah, Hector though behind us. I think he is slightly quicker than me at this stage of the day.
You've just done a 53.5.
Yeah, just a bit deep through turn 1. We'll try and late apexes a bit more. Oh. To wheel on the grass.
That's 15 minutes.
Halfway there,
That's
though.
half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
We're doing alright still.
Car ahead.
Got another TCR, just a couple of seconds in front of us. Hector's now going to have to deal with the first one. We've actually got someone going out the pit lane as well, further up the road.
Yellow flag. Caution. We're matching race pace.
Have they come out the pit lane and just gone straight off? Oh no, it's... don't know what's kicking off. God, we'll do that then. Oh no.
Going out on track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Cool. Get back on. Get back on, get back on, get back on. Hope he doesn't get the run. Or avoid a spinning TCR. Have no grip up the hill as well. Now we've got to fight for it again. That rogue TCRs has made things very interesting for us.
Come down to 0.4.
Now we're really going to try and push.
Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
What are we doing? Oh, that's not 1x. Again though, closing up someone's the easy bit round here, trying to get round them. Very different kind of challenge. All kinds of rogue and ragged though at the moment. He's got a good run at the final turn.
Car left, clear left. That lap time was 53.8.
Try and make this not happening there. He almost himself off the road trying to outbrake us. Yeah, Rob was going to cover that. Thank you. That Porsche is quick though. To keep hitting our marks.
Left. He's still there. He's still there.
Should be sit on the apex.
He's still there. Clear left. You've just done a 54.0.
We just can't allow any sort of switchback. Right under us then, but now things are going to get really interesting with the TCRs. This guy's just going to let us by.
Car right, clear right.
Thank you. We have Got a little bit of a gap again.
Slower class car ahead. That's good consistency, keep it up.
Just got so many TCRs still trying to get round. So this is something you don't normally deal with in the pilot challenge. Lime Rock is a very weird and wonderful track in that sense.
Stick to the plan, don't be intimidated here.
Are we going to be able to get a run on him? I think we
Used
are.
half your fuel.
Thought about it. Is he going to give us the room on the inside? No.
10 minutes to go, that's 10 minutes left.
Again, luckily, the TCRs aren't that much slower through the
Coming
twisty
up on a
bits.
slower class car.
Should be able to get a switch back on him here though.
Car left. It's still there, clear left.
Oh, they tangled a bit. And this is the thing, obviously, we try and
Gap to
muscle our way
Lopez.
past them.
Behind is now 0.9.
But generally, they've just let the second guy go at the same time. Right, come on. I'm gonna get this guy.
On your left. Still there, clear left. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 28
Try to
Celsius.
turn across him. That might give us a bit of time. Next up is actually one of ours. Yeah, he's definitely giving us a bit of time there. We've got 3 more TCRs.
There's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. Car left. Clear left. That lap was a left side.
Inside, thank you.
Clear left. Matching race pace, this is good.
So we'll have to get this guy
Coming
out
up on
the
a
next
slower
2
car.
turns.
Left side. Clear left.
No idea why we went defensive on the exit, but
Car right. Right side's clear.
thank you. Oh, well, it's all been a bit dramatic over the last couple of laps, but we have snuck our way around most of them. Christ, leader in TCRs.
Sector 3 is
Bolted.
0.5 off the pace.
He's got 17 seconds over P3. He's running 50. Oh, 56, 54.6, I was going to say. I don't know why the TCRs show up on the wrong. Obviously, the graphics you guys can't see. The TCRs show up above the GT4s. It's very, very strange. Oh. Oh, where are we going? Well, that was actually good. I was expecting the car to already bounce then, but we got away with it. That guy with 1.2k running a second a lap slower than us. Yeah, the TCR is really impressive. He's either on a new account, or he's absolutely sweated this week, or he's got his mate on it. And, interesting fact I found out about these cars, they've got 7 gears. I can't remember if we even needed 6th last week. But yeah, this McLaren has 7 gears. It's pretty much as good as I think the Mazda's MX-5 has got 6. I don't think it's ever actually been used. Not on purpose, anyway. That was a better line. But all that drama has really carried us on into the final few laps of this race.
Lopez behind is now 1.5. Coming up on a slower class car.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to lap the leader with this one.
5 minutes remaining. Bring it on home, you're the man.
5 minutes to go, about another 6 laps. Well, touring car livery, I think it is. On the back of that thing. Don't know why I thought that was suddenly a strange combo, because it is a TCR car, but hey-o.
Left side. Clear left.
One of my more aggressive dives of the day, but... That's allowed Hector to get a bit closer again.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
I don't believe that. Who keep talking whack? Let's just try and keep Pablo at bay though for the final 4 minutes. If we didn't have that spinning TCR, we probably would have done. Well, I'd like to hope we would have acquired today, but we probably would have lapped the guy in the lead as well, because we lost about 7 seconds through that. I thought better off being overcautious than not cautious enough in that situation. You didn't quite know where that guy was going to spin.
That was 53.5. Gap to Lopez. Behind is now 0.9. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes, 3 more laps. Yeah, we're just going to tick over onto that extra lap, aren't we, by the end? It has been a good fun race though. Still got plenty of spare fuel. I was using the setup, but yeah. Apparently they thought the McLaren was going to be a lot less economical than it has been. Oh, that hurt. That was a chunk of the floor gone. Someone's not happy. No idea what's happened to Miko. Ooh, where are we going? Something out there. Oh. Still should gain a little bit of SR though, unless something goes catastrophically wrong. This final lap should be over 3, I would like to hope. Yeah, very easy. Could have walked away from this one with just the 1 or 2 though. Anyway, white flag out now.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
One more lap to go then, here from Lime Rock Park. See one, hopefully.
One more lap for the win.
Standardly short lap.
Time was 53.7.
We've still got Hector applying the pressure. Which is impressive, because in this PB he was still a 53.4. He must have been hitting those laps repeatedly quite a lot of this race. Pretty much everyone else got down towards a 53.0. He apparently is still fastest on a 0.94. Round in the final corners though. After the heartbreak last week, we've got a good little run in today's race at Lime Rock Park. We've got a good little run of races actually. First in the VRS sprint at Watkins Glen. Fourth in the IMSA race at Sebring. And we're going to win here in the IMSA Pilot Challenge from Lime Rock Park there. Our first win in the McLaren in just our second ever race. So very, very happy with that one. But thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well. And yeah, we will definitely be back very, very soon with more iRacing.